Hello friends and welcome back to The Pursuit. My name is Dean. This channel is dedicated to everybody who's setting goals, working hard every day to make a better life for themselves, for their families, and for their communities. Today I'm going to do an update on my Zero to Hero challenge. It's a self-imposed challenge where I'm trying to get from $0 to $10,000 without using any of my own personal resources in terms of my primary income or our family budget. So I have lots of resources that I am using, obviously. I'm using my home, my electricity, the internet. I'm using tools and things that I have at my disposal. And I'm leveraging relationships that I have with people to be able to use these side hustle methods to move forward. So let's jump into the results for week 8. All right, so if you're going through my videos one at a time, you'll see that it goes from week 6 to week 8. Week 7 was a brutal week for me. I had a ton of stuff going on at work. I received the new laser, which was awesome. It was a laser. It's called the xtool F1. Great laser, amazing the way it came in. It was beautifully packaged and it was a kind of a nice distraction. But my work life was really, really busy. And so I didn't really get around to doing much. I did have a couple of passive things working out there. I had some things on Facebook Marketplace, but they didn't happen to sell in week 7. So I had a $0 gain. In week 8, things took a turn for the better, and I was able to use the laser to generate some extra revenue. So let me zoom in on this just a little bit, and we'll show you where we're at. So this was from December 10th to December 16th. I ended up selling 3 items. I sold a large kalimba. If you've watched my previous videos, here's one of the blanks that they're a thumb piano. I'll show you pictures and some added value I did on that for the customer that they really seemed to appreciate. So I sold that for $25. I engraved 48 tumblers for a work party with that laser. This is my own personal one. I actually engraved it backwards, just testing out the laser, and then got it the right way, and then got everybody's done. And they turned out really nice. People really seemed to like them. And then I sold an electric guitar. I listed it on Facebook Marketplace about 3 or 4 weeks ago. A few people had reached out, but as it was getting closer to Christmas, I thought maybe somebody might buy it as a gift, and that's exactly what ended up happening. They did ask for a reduced price, and because it was out there for 4 weeks, I accommodated that. I sold it for $300. So just to show you, that I'm actually doing the things that I'm saying that I'm doing. Here's the guitar that was listed on Facebook. I listed it for $375, sold it for $300. And then the kalimbas that I had, I sold one of those on Facebook Marketplace as well. And so here are like the 3 little pretty maids all in a row. The one in the center is like the one that I sold. The lady actually requested a different blank and she wanted it engraved. I told her, hey, I've got a new laser. How would you feel about engraving something on it? And so I'll show you a little bit about that. But overall, a pretty solid week. It puts me at $3,250 or $3,250 in total revenue generated over this 8-week period. And I currently have $758 in cash in the bank that I can use to maybe look at other options for trying to generate more revenue, or I can just hang on to it. But I think I'm going to try to do more of these engraved tumblers. They're kind of easy to do. And it's something that my brain kind of liked. It was kind of mindless, and where I'm so busy with my other job, being able to just set these in, start the buzzer. They were taking about 7 minutes a piece. I could watch videos or kind of walk around the house doing small tasks. But I might try to see if I can't get some more of those jobs because I liked it, and it was a good way to generate a little bit of money. $8 per engraving. And once I had the logo and everything set up, all I had to do is basically go in, change the name for each person, and start it back up. So, good stuff. All right. I will just show you really quick that laser. It's called the xtool F1, and it was pretty fun to use. Here is just a little bit of the engraving that I did on the kalimba. And As you can see here, I kind of will speed this up for you, but it took about 2 minutes to engrave. And the quote was, "Love is a fruit in season at all times and within the reach of every hand." It's a quote by Mother Teresa. So I added that, built the rest of the kalimba out, and got it shipped off to somebody who actually bought it in another state off of Facebook. So it's kind of cool what you can do with the reach of Facebook Marketplace. And from what I've seen, their fees are extraordinarily low and non-existent in a lot of cases, and the exposure is really good. So also I have a little bit of footage here of the rotary tool that came with my xtool's F1. I'm not sponsored by them. I've never owned a laser before. This is the first time I've ever tried one, but you can see it's just kind of a cool setup. It holds the tumblers and then rotates them as it prints. Does a really, really nice job. The logos look very, very sharp. And here's a close-up of one of those tumblers. And so people were really excited about it. People love custom things. And in particular, I think people really like to see their name. They were actually all a little bit surprised that they weren't just generic tumblers at the party, that everybody's name was on their tumbler and they were able to grab it and, kind of have it be their own thing. And I think if they end up using them at work, it'll be nice that they don't all get mixed up. So it was a lot of fun, and it was pretty darn productive as well. As a matter of fact, that one job alone paid for just about 15% the cost of the entire laser. So, and since I was able to pay for the laser with cash, with other money that I raised earlier in the challenge, I'm not worried about payments or anything like that. It's just all money that comes straight back into the bank account. Well, friends, that's all I've got for you for week 8. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Keep pushing yourselves. If you guys are doing your own Zero to Hero challenge, I would love to hear about it. If you have any ideas of things that I could do to generate more money in side hustles or small business, let me know down in the comments. Friends, until next time, plan, pursue, and persist.